Hello and welcome to The Big Bang. I'm Nishchita and first up, the past week has seen numerous protests across the city against the increasing crime against women. Seeing no solid action from the government, pro-Kannada organizations have called for a bandh. Here's a report.
Bengaluru will come to a standstill on 31st of July. Pro-Kannada organizations have called for a bandh in protest of the increasing atrocities against women across the state. Organizations had called for a statewide bandh earlier, but now the bandh will be confined to Bengaluru. The bandh was supposed to be on the 26th of July, but was pushed to the 31st in the wake of ongoing Ramzan. In a press meet held at a private hotel, President of Kannada Chaluvali Party, Vatal Nagaraj, said that more than 63 Kannada organizations will be taking part in the protest. The bandh will be observed from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. The bandh will not hit essential services like medical services, essential supplies and media organizations. This time around, BMTC and KSRTC services will be stalled. According to Vatal Nagaraj, who is going to lead the protest, a massive procession will be taken out at 10 a.m. from Town Hall to Chief Minister's residence.
ಇದು ಯಾರ ವಿರುದ್ಧನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ವಿರುದ್ಧನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರಿಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂದೆಂದೂ ಈ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ರಾಜಧಾನಿ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲೇ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಸರುವಾಸಿಯಾದಂಥ ರಾಜಧಾನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂಥ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದ ತಲೆ ತಗ್ಗಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಾಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರಿಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧ 31ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 6 ರಿಂದ ಸಂಜೆ 6 ರವರೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್.
The proposed bandh is certainly going to have an impact on normal life. Public transport system is going to be affected as KSRTC and BMTC will suspend services. Autos and lorries too will not be seen on the roads. All the schools and colleges will remain closed as students are expected to join the rally. Government offices too will remain closed, and since lawyers are expected to take part in the rally, courts too may not function. Theatres and malls will remain closed. Most of the MNCs and ITBT companies too are expected to participate in the protest. Well, the union has also planned to ask film stars to join the protest.
ನೋಡಿ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಸಮಾಜದ ತಿದ್ದುವ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತ್ರರಂಗ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಮಾತಿಲ್ಲ. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ದೂರವಾಣಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ.
Bengaluru is gearing up for the bandh day. All one can hope is that the government understands the intensity of the protest and does something to stop the increasing crime rate. Pramod, News9, Bengaluru.
And while modesty, it appears, has never been BBMP and number corporators' virtue, yet another incident proves this point beyond doubt. Take a look.
This is a video called Namma Bengaluru Nanna Koduge, which shows Bengaluru in its glory. The music video produced by MC&A, a marketing outfit owned by the Karnataka government, is supposed to instill a sense of pride among citizens. Enough of the music. Now take a look at this bill. This video was made at a cost of 23.59 lakh rupees. That is right, a whopping 23.59 lakh rupees. A project that began on July 19th, this video is meant to give a glimpse into the history of the city, the Palike and the developmental works that are to be undertaken. But after experiencing mountains of garbage, clogged drains and pothole roads, this video is no pleasant music for Bengalurians. And it appears even the basic rules were given a go by when MC&A was appointed as the consultant. Neither was a tender floated nor was the approval secured at the council meeting. Mayor is silent. It is no surprise now that the Mayor Sahibru Kate Satyanarayana has refused to offer a comment on this project.
ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಬರೀ ಕೇವಲ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಎಸಿ ಬಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಸಹಿತ PRO ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇನ್ನು ಬಾಕಿ ಉಳಿದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಡ್ರಾ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅದರ ಕಡತ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ವಿವರಣೆಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸಂಪರ್ಕಿಸಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ PRO ಅವರು ರಜಾಯದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಕಡತವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೇವಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು, ಇನ್ನು ಉಳಿದಿರೋದು ಹಣ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪೌರರ ಜೊತೆ ಈ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪೌರರು ಏನು ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬದ್ಧರಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ.
For a civic body which claims to be in poor financial health, is such kind of wild and willful expenditure acceptable? Will you bother explaining, Mr. Mayor? Pemmaya Malayanda for News9, Bengaluru.
Well, the Vibgyer school has suddenly called for a meeting of parents of children belonging to the first standard. The meeting was called for at around 5 in the evening. The sudden meet has raised questions among other parents of children in higher classes. My colleague Deepak joins us with more details on this. Well, Deepak, what exactly is the intention behind this meeting?
Nishita, quite shocking. Now, the students of 1G were called in. Now, this 1G is the class where in which the victim was a part of. Now, all the students were called in. Now, it's quite surprising here how the management actually decided to call the parents. Now, they were informed at about 4 o'clock to attend the meet, which was supposed to begin at about 5. So, about 5 somewhere between 5 and 6, this meeting has taken place in the school premises. Now, all these students and the parents who are questioned, we don't clearly understand what it was regarding the incident or regarding the teacher or what exactly happened on that particular day. Now, the biggest concern here is that there was no one from the child welfare organization or a child representative from the school either in this meet. Now, that's the confirmation that we received. Now, we also do not understand if the police were there during this meet, and even if the police have to call the children to question them or speak to them, it has to be under the supervision of a child representative, and these representatives were not there in the school during this meet. We do not understand how the management has gone ahead and actually called them. Now, about the entire class of students, the entire class of 1G were present in this meet, which went on for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, etc. So, a couple of hours back was when the meet actually got over. We do not understand even if the victim and her parents also attended this meet, but all the students of all the parents from 1G were informed that they should come with their ward to school so that the management can speak to them. So quite shocking, Mr. We do not understand if the police have called them, but police clearly understand that children of this age cannot be questioned without anybody from the child representative being there. So quite shocking, Mr. And tomorrow,
right.
Even in the morning, we could expect about 100 to 150 parents who will be protesting against a change in the committee members of the management, Mr. So that's another thing which could take place in the morning. But this particular instance of students being called comes as a real big shocker.
Right. Thank you for joining us with all those details, Deepak. Well, Rustam Kherawala's arrest and release in a matter of a few hours has left everyone scratching their heads. Why was this man held after a massive manhunt only to be released? Why didn't the cops invoke stringent sections of the IPC against him? We try and find answers to these questions and reveal more about the man, the face behind the school where the rape horror unfolded. Take a look.
He ran, he was caught, and he was released. Yes, we are talking about none other than the serial escapist Rustam Kherawala. July 17th, Rustam appears before enraged parents. The co-founder of Vibgyer School was holed up inside the school even as protests raged on in the premises since morning. He finally stepped out to address the outraged parents at about 1:30 p.m. After making a slew of promises, Rustam became Chupa Rustam. He realized he was in trouble and decided to abandon the school and fled. While Bengaluru burned over the gang rape of a 6-year-old child in his school, the chairman of the school showed no remorse as he went absconding. Meanwhile, in Bengaluru, the Commissioner of Police Raghavendra Auradkar was transferred. Ugly protests erupted across the state and all hell broke loose during the assembly session. All this was triggered by what happened at Rustam Kerawala school. But the chairman enjoyed all of this from a secret location and was not available for comments. But before we get to how the police hunted him down, let's first tell you all about this man. Rustam P. Kerawala is the promoter of Vibgyor High chain of schools that are spread across Mumbai, Bengaluru and Pune. A graduate in BE, Electronics and Communication from Manipal Institute of Technology, an experience of around 25 years, successfully owning and managing chain of hotels and guest houses spread across Mumbai. While successfully turning around numerous properties into profitable business, Rustam was always keen on education sector. This is what Kerawala says in the school's website. Choosing the right school for your child is one of the most important decisions you will make in your life. We wonder how many parents will be saying they made the right choice after the child's gang rape horror. Now this man who preaches high standards of education is a man of lies and deceit. Prima facie, it looks like he was aware of the rape incident. While interrogating Mustafa, the cops learned that Kerawala had played a direct role in hushing up the case. He refused to divulge any more information, saying it might hamper the investigation. Cops launch manhunt for Rustam. But he leads the cops on a wild goose chase. Yes, Rustam Kerawala took a flight straight to Mumbai when he got suspicious that he might be arrested. But the cops were hot on his heels and managed to trace him through phone calls. Tasked with bringing the Mumbai-based entrepreneur to book, Nimbalkar and his team landed in Mumbai on Monday. But by then, Kerawala had switched off his 3 mobile phones to ensure he left no trail. The team was then tipped off that Kerawala was staying in a hotel on the outskirts of Mumbai. When they reached there, they discovered he had left. Rustam sensed that he was going to be arrested and made plans to escape. He ditched all his mobile phones and wallet and escaped to one of the high-rises in Mumbai. He remained hidden, but the police remained determined to nab him. They zeroed in on Kerawala's hideout. Rustam knew he was cornered and fled to a resort in Daman. Rustam thought he was safe, but he made one crucial mistake that led to his arrest. The police began tracking his credit card transactions. Running out of cash, Kerawala used his credit cards at hotels, petrol bunks and other places. One such vital clue helped police in tracing Kerawala to a posh resort in Daman. Rustam tracked down? Check. Rustam arrested? Check. Produced before court? Check. Yes, Bengaluru police had taken all the right steps in cracking the Vibgyor school child rape case. The main accused Mustafa was nabbed first, and then the second accused, Rustam Kerawala, was also arrested. But this is where the case takes a mysterious turn. It took a couple of sleepless nights and 2 days of relentless pursuit to track down and apprehend Rustam P. Kerawala. But after all that effort, the chairman was in and out of police custody in a flash. Hours after he was brought to Bengaluru, Kerawala was produced before a magistrate in his residence on Wednesday night, where he was quickly granted bail. Reddy had announced that Kerawala had been booked under Section 201 of the Indian Penal Code.
ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಗು ಮೇಲೆ ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರ ನಡೆದಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಆರೋಪ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ 14ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ವರ್ತೂರ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಠಾಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮೂದಿಸಲಾಗಿದ್ದು ಈ ಗುನ್ನೆಯ ತನಿಖೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದ್ದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಬ್ಗ್ಯೋರ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು ರುಸ್ತಮ್ ಕೇರವಾಲಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ